Welcome one and all, I'm Alexis, aka The Sloth Reader, and I'm here today to do another one of my revisiting series. This time we're going to look at the top books on my sci-fi TBR. So as always, I do have my computer here so I can watch the video, and then as usual I'll have it put up in the corner. Right off the bat, I haven't watched the video yet, but I'm pretty sure from here on out I'm not going to have such a good completion rate as I did with fantasy and contemporary. Probably only read 3 or 4 off of this list because as much as I love fantasy, so rarely do I preach for it. So we'll see. This is aka The Sloth Reader, and I'm here today to do another video. This video is all about the top science fiction books on my TBR. I've kind of been doing this for the past couple of months where I pick a genre and then just tell you the top books that I have on my TBR. True. In the thumbnail, first is going to be I want to read the other extra content that is in the Lunar Chronicles by Marissa Meyer. I've read the original 4 books, Cinder, Scarlet Crescent, Winter, but I have yet to read Ferris, which is like a novella about the main villain in the story, and I haven't read Stars Above, which is like a bind-up of novellas that all take place within the universe, and I haven't read Wires and Nerve, which is a graphic novel about one of the characters from the series, so just all 3 of those I need to read. So I still haven't read Stars Above, Ferris, or Wires and Nerve, either volume. I own all of them, but I haven't read them yet. I don't know why, especially because I really love the Lunar Chronicles, but I don't know. I haven't picked up any of those, but I do still have to read those. Mention is Replica by Lauren Oliver. So I still have not read Replica by Lauren Oliver. I now am wavering on whether or not I really want to read that one, especially because I know that Trina at Between Chapters read it, I think last year, and she really did not enjoy it, and she kind of called out some stuff in it that I'm not sure I would really enjoy either. So I haven't read Replica yet, but I'm not 100% sure if now I really would want to read it either. The next one I'm going to mention is Leviathan Wakes by James S.A. Corey. I have not read Leviathan Wakes. That one, oh boy, is a very large book, and it's the first book in like a 6-7 book series where all of the books are like 600-700 pages. I do really want to read it because I know that it's probably one of the most popular contemporary science fiction books, but it's very large. I have to be in the mood to really commit myself to something like that, and I just can't say in the last year that I've done that. The next one I'm going to mention is The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet by Becky Chambers. This is probably the one on this list that I've most wanted to read, and I don't know why I haven't picked it up. Because so many people I know have absolutely loved The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet, and I have the first and then the second book, A Close and Common Orbit, in the really, really pretty UK editions I like. And I don't know why I haven't read them yet. I just haven't. But I imagine I will read those sometime this year because I do really, really want to read those. What I'm going to mention is Not a Drop to Drink by Mindy McGinnis. I have not read that one either. That one was on this list because you guys know I love dystopian / post-apocalyptic stories, and so that one was on this list because at the time it was the one I was most interested in reading, and I've really been honestly in a mood for a post-apocalyptic book recently, so it could be very likely I could pick that one up really soon because I just really love that genre and I've just really been in a mood for that recently. The next one I'm going to mention is Champion by Marie Lu. Okay, I have read Champion. Champion was the 3rd and final book in the Legend trilogy by Marie Lu, which is one of my favorite trilogies. It is probably my favorite YA dystopian trilogy. I loved Champion. I gave it 5 stars. I read it last year. It was one of my favorite books of last year, so I have read Champion. The next one I'm going to mention is that I need to catch up on Saga. Okay, I have not caught up on Saga. I've only read the first 4 volumes. I do own volumes 5, 6, 7, and 8. And I always am interested in picking them up. I just never do. I guess it's because sometimes I get so caught up in reading physical books that I don't read graphic novels, but I do own the rest of the volumes of Saga and I do eventually want to read them, and I really don't have an excuse for not picking them up. The next one I'm going to mention is Starflight by Melissa Landers. I have not read Starflight by Melissa Landers. That's another one where I don't know how committed I am to it a year later, because I've heard a lot of really mixed things about like the rest of the series. I don't know how I feel about getting into a series when I'm like not gonna enjoy like a second one. I don't know if it's a companion or if it's a direct sequel, but I've heard a lot of people say the first one is really fun, but I've heard a lot of really mixed reviews about the second one.
What I'm gonna mention is a very, very well-beloved series, and that is Red Rising by Pierce Brown.
Okay, so you guys know if you watched my May wrap-up that I did read Red Rising, and I didn't like it that much. But I have read it, and I suppose I plan to continue on and read the rest of the series because friends of mine have assured me that the series gets better, and so I trust them. But I did read Red Rising, and I gave it 2 stars because I did not enjoy it.
The final book I'm going to mention is a book I technically have already started because I read the first like 2 pages, and that was a book that was on my top 15 to read in 2017 list, and that is Shatter Me by Tahara Mafi.
And as you guys know, I have read the entire original Shatter Me trilogy. I've read Shatter Me, Unravel Me, and Ignite Me, and I didn't like any of them. That is a series for me that I just do not understand the hype for, because I read all 3 books, and I think the highest rating I gave them was I gave the second one a 3.5, and the rest of them I gave 2 and 2.5 stars because I just did not enjoy those books. Alrighty guys, so that was me revisiting the video I made last year all about the top science fiction books on my TBR. I think I only read 3 of those out of, I think was 10? 8 or 10. So, not my most successful list. But like I said, I really love science fiction, but I just rarely reach for it. And I know for sure that when I remake my list in a couple of weeks, I know 1 or 2 of those books won't be on this list. But I definitely have some that I've recently purchased that I'm really excited to read that will be on this list. I would love to know what's the top science fiction book on your TBR. If you like what I do, I upload videos on Monday, Wednesdays, and Saturdays, and I'll see you guys soon with another one. Bye!